Hello everyone and welcome to my balcony garden. In today's video I'm going to show you how to overwinter peppermint grown in containers. This is my lovely peppermint here. I've grown it all summer long, absolutely no problems. I actually grew this peppermint with store-bought peppermint that was actually already cut, so it wasn't grown as a plant, it was cuttings. Very easy to do. I just put it in water, rooted them, and then I planted them up in this container and they just romped away. Anyway, back to the video. The reason that we overwinter some plants is basically to prolong their life. Peppermint is what we call a herbaceous perennial. It's a perennial plant, so it's going to grow at least more than 2 years. It doesn't need help to grow longer. But having said that, I want to make sure that the mint I get next year is really fresh and nice and healthy, so I'm going to be overwintering them to produce that effect. So now I'm going to overwinter my peppermint, and all I need is secateurs. I'm going to chop them all back. Some people say to about a quarter of the plant. I'm actually going to take mine deeper because I can see there are some, there's already new growth coming at the base of most of the plants. So I'm actually just going to be quite ruthless and cut a lot of it away, and then I'm going to compost all of this. I'm also going to take the dead leaves that are already in this pot. I'm going to remove them and compost them as well. I want to make sure that all the debris is gone so there aren't any little pockets where pests and diseases can overwinter themselves, because they also overwinter. Don't want them emerging in spring and then making my life harder than it needs to be. So this is what the container is looking like now. I still need to take the leaves away, the dead leaves, but you can see all the growth is now gone. Ooh, there's a really good example of a rhizome. So if you can see this plant, this structure here, this is a rhizome. So you can see that it's growing horizontally. It's actually above the soil, this one. Horizontally along the pot. Oops. And yeah, new plants. Well done. So you can see on all of the stems there's actually still growth there, so they are going to spring into action when the warmer weather returns. Now I'm going to get rid of the leaves. So now I have prepared my peppermint for overwintering. Where do I put it? So it's really important to remember when you're growing any kind of a plant in pots or containers, they're not going to be as insulated from the cold, from the frost or the winter conditions as they would be if they were growing in the soil. So I would recommend popping this in a really protected area. Luckily my balcony is somehow a little microclimate. It's protected from all of the elements really. Even when there's frost outside here in Cologne, my balcony never actually experiences the frost. So I've got a little pocket I'm going to pop this into underneath my larger container. Some people also like to cover the top of it with mulch. I'm just going to leave it because, again, my balcony isn't that cold. You can actually overwinter plants inside as well. So if you have a nice dry garage or a spare room that you can pop this into, that would also be a good idea. And just make sure that the soil stays moist, not soggy, but that the plants do have enough moisture to survive the winter. So that's how you do it. It's very simple. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, please comment down below. I'm actually going to be overwintering a few other plants, so keep an eye out for those videos if you're interested. Happy gardening, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.